Hello and welcome to Retro Reviews, my channel where I review my favorite retro video games of all time as well as some modern releases I have recently finished. Today I want to talk about video game adaptations, whether that be movies or TV shows, because we have had a lot of really great ones recently, and that has been such a beautiful thing to see, and it looks like it's on the upward trend for the most part. We definitely have had some stinkers here and there, but on the whole it looks like not only the movies getting much better at being good adaptations of the source material, we're also getting higher quality across the board and more viewership across the board as well, and that's a really fantastic thing to see. If you look back at like the history of live action adaptations and other adaptations of video games, you have a lot of mixed results. Some that are like hilarious but not good, like the Mario Bros movie and this TV show. It's good to some degree. You've got the horror show that was the Donkey Kong Country TV show. You've got the horrifyingly awful Dragon Ball Z movie. Like, you had so much variation, and most of it was either mediocre to just plain awful. But lately we've been getting a lot of really good adaptations, and I wanted to talk about a few of them. First and foremost, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and the Sonic movies in general. I love the Sonic franchise. I grew up playing a lot of the old Sonic games. I loved Sonic Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast. I got it. My brother had a Dreamcast. He got that game when it came out. I played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 very close to when they launched, and I had an absolute blast. They're still some of my favorite video games of all time, Sonic Adventure 2 specifically. So I was very hyped for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I watched the Sonic movie, and I absolutely loved it. I thought the first one was so fantastic. I thought the second one was a little worse, but really good too, because it introduced Knuckles, and Idris Elba is hilarious as Knuckles. Everyone in that cast did a phenomenal job, especially Jim Carrey, who carried the second movie especially, and definitely most of the first movie. Despite standout performances from a lot of the supporting cast too, but Jim Carrey really makes Eggman such a phenomenal villain, and he just does what Jim Carrey does and what nobody else can really do. But the third movie really was something special for me. So beautiful, such a great origin story for Shadow. They did some things a little bit different from the origin story we got presented in Sonic Adventure 2, but a lot of it was sourced straight from that source material, and they just knocked it out of the park. All the voice performances were straight up perfect. Everyone did a phenomenal job. Keanu Reeves was the perfect Shadow. I think they just nailed it on the head. And of course, Jim Carrey getting to play two characters was something special. I just had a phenomenal time. It was just beautiful. I also had a great time watching the Mario movie. I was really skeptical about it early on because I didn't think it was going to work. I was worried they were going to screw it all up. But Illumination's art style combined with the voice acting that was really pretty good across the board, they just did a really good job. Minus Seth Rogen. Little tangent here, I hate Seth Rogen. I think he's a horrible voice actor. He's done some funny things in the past. I hate him as a voice actor specifically. I think he just does Seth Rogen and absolutely nothing else. And Donkey Kong sounds nothing like I'd expect Donkey Kong to sound. He just sounds like Seth Rogen. I hate his stupid laugh. I hate him as a voice actor. Please don't ever make a Donkey Kong spinoff movie. I know they're going to, but I won't watch it because I just can't stand him. I think side rant over there, little tangent done. But the Mario movie on the whole was fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and it got me thinking about some of the other adaptations we've had really recently that've been so good. We had Mortal Kombat that was excellent. We had like the Twisted Metal TV series. We had like the Halo show, which was awful. We had the Borderlands movie, which was pretty much unwatchable for most people despite its star power and everything. But you had other really fantastic things like Arcane and the Fallout TV show. And even like the stinkers, like, but just minus Borderlands, the Halo TV show at least got a little bit of traction despite being bad for the source material and everything. We're getting more and more people that are making consistently good shows, and those bad ones like the Halo TV show and Borderlands are falling to the wayside primarily because the writers are not sticking to their source material at all. They're like, we didn't even do any research into the source material. We're telling our own story, dang it. And it's failing, and we can obviously see why. And the success of the other shows really shows that paying attention to the source material is really important for the audience, and audiences are responding really well to that. Even some of the older stuff that we got, like the Warcraft movie, or even like the Angry Birds movie of all things, did really well at the box office and showed that video game adaptations really had an audience, and it's great to see. Video games as a media make more money than all of the other industries combined. We know this, we've seen this for a very long time. It's just nice to see that we're getting some more mainstream attention, some more mainstream like success at the box office. I mean, Mario is a $1 billion movie. The Sonic 3 movies are a $1 billion franchise now at the box office. The Knuckles TV show did extremely well and was pretty solid across the board. It's just really encouraging to see. I know there have been talks about, I think a Zelda movie is in fact in the works. I think it's a live action one if I'm not mistaken, but the idea of Nintendo expanding into the movie universe is very appealing because they have such great IPs. We also see like Sony dipping their toes in there with like the Uncharted movie, which I heard was great from a lot of people. I didn't watch it myself, not the biggest Tom Holland fan, but a lot of people really liked him as Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg as Sully. That's really cool to see, and I'd love to see them adapt more things. I know there's talks of like an Amazon show for God of War. Let's get Christopher Judge back in the role. That would be phenomenal. I know Dave Bautista really wants to have a Gears of War movie or TV series, I think via Netflix, that they're talking about. It's just really cool to see. We see all these big name actors that love video games, they're wanting to do adaptations, and it looks like we're trending in the right direction. Hopefully the Minecraft movie isn't horrible. I don't have a lot of hopes for that. I love Jack Black, but man, does that look weird. But I'm sure it'll make $1 billion and everyone will go see it and at least be good for the video games as adaptations thing. Hopefully that'll be a net positive there. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If I've missed any adaptations you really love, I'd love to hear about it from you because I'd love to go check them out. Or if there's just stuff I missed, I'd love to be reminded of that. Let me know if you think the adaptations are going in the right direction, if you think that's a good thing for the industry. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.